So hello to all the viewers. With me, I have got Dr. Ilsana Henna, who has secured rank 2205 in the recently concluded NEET PG entrance exam. In a national level, with this much of competition going around, 2205 is definitely an amazing rank. And she's one of the brightest students, I should say, of Trivandrum Medical College, because that is in Kerala. She has also secured rank 2 for the final MBBS exam in her college as well. So hearty congratulations and welcome, Dr. Ilsana.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So Ilsana, to begin with, I think your interview will be an interview which many students want to learn, because see, normally everyone has a smooth course of preparation. Not everyone, many students. But Ilsana, after her internship, she did a busy internship. And after that, she had an important life event, that is her marriage coming. And then suddenly, then going on and writing exams. So she never got an opportunity for a very systematic study. But I'll tell you, in whatever opportunities she got, that she utilized. So that is something I respect about Ilsana, because that is why I specifically wanted an interview from Ilsana as well. So Ilsana, to begin with, you have been using the DocTutorials app during your internship, that is after your final MBBS. And after your internship, you had marriage, and then I think, you attended the face-to-face quick revision program as well. So I'll start off with the QRP sessions. So amidst everything that was going around, how were the QRP sessions in shaping your preparation?
Sir, QRP sessions were actually very helpful for me. And it was the source from where I could build up the basics that I have lost due to many other family matters that happened. So for the classes that I wasn't able to attend much of the classes, but for the classes that I have attended, I was mainly focusing on those subjects which I think I'm weak and I want to build my basics. So I mainly focused on few subjects, and mainly the main subjects, like general medicine that is taken by you. It was very helpful. Like the notes were very crisp and clear, so that I need only those notes for the revision, and it requires only 2 hours or 1 hour to cover that notes. And notes in the sense, the capsule that was provided from the sessions, from the face-to-face classes. And since it is a face-to-face class, we got much more attention from the teachers there, so that we'll be able to tackle many more things rather than the focusing on the exam. Tackling the MCQs is important, tackling our confidence is important. So everything was tackled because teachers were close to us. They were talking to us personally, and even so I think it is the main basics, or it is the main pillar why did I crack the exam.
Okay, right. So starting off with medicine, so you started watching medicine right from your internship as well. So during the medicine postings, did you get chance to watch a few videos?
Medicine postings, I did my independent Calicut Medical College. So as you know, it is very hectic there, and as in every government medical college, it's very hectic. So if I'm getting a 24-hour duty in any of the day, we'll get 1 hour or 2 hours, or some time will be provided, and for most of them maybe I'll be using for my sleep, but I'm forced to learn because I was in M2 unit. Especially I'm very thankful to Danish sir, because he will for every rounds he will be teasing in some or the other way, so that we are forced to learn some new topics or something. So I'll be watching on the corner of that room or corner of that ward. I still remember in the corner of the ward 5 there is some room there, so I'm forced to sit there and learn something about polycythemia or something else, so that I can crack the next question that he'll be going to ask. So I was to do that. So, but still I did somehow. I don't know. I started to watch the medicine from there, but still, medicine is very vast subject, so we require much more time. And my time was very short. And the 3 days that for QRP sessions that is held in face to face. That was very helpful to build up more for medicine,
Right.
and that enough for revision also.
Okay. So you still remember that video of polycythemia rubra vera that you watched? My video that you watched.
Yes. I still remember in that 1 hour or I think it's 1 hour and some minutes something. I watched it with 2 into because I have no time. I have to watch it 2 in because I have some idea, but I don't have much. So I have to watch it.
Because usually I teach at a slower pace so that everybody understands. So you will have to watch at a higher speed, okay, to finish it, right? Good. So coming to the QRP sessions, so you said about medicine. So after attending the 3 days medicine session, towards the end, did it help in revising a vast subject like medicine, going through the notes in a quick time frame?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Because the book was very small, but it contains a lot of contents, lot of topics. Like if we are starting from, I think the book starts from multiple sclerosis and the variants, right? So the long segment, and when we are starting from that, but the next topic is entirely different. That is seizures. So we are basically going up with every topic. We are catching up with every topic, and somehow we'll be remembering. And as we know, the brain is in such a way, planned in such a way that if we get one topic there, we'll be remembering something else. So that is also, stimulated. So like that, the topics is arranged in such a way. I'm very thankful to you because that book itself is, I think it's the whole Bible that you can say.
And I think by chance, we had a similar image of Kaposi sarcoma as well that came for the exam from that.
Yes. I do remember. While writing the exam also, I was just in that book.
Yeah. Right. And coming to the other subjects, how was PSM by Rajasi madam?
I wanted the updates for community medicine. That was the main thing that I required or I wanted, right? Because I already had some notes for a PSM. So I was planning to revise that because it's my own notes, my own writings. So I'll be revising it much more quickly than any other books. So what I wanted was the updated things or updated version. And from the classes, we were able to get all the updated things. And madam was so friendly. So we'll be very cool in class, whatever, blah, blah, whatever things that we just give away from our mouth. She doesn't care. She's very friendly and will be very free in her class. So I was in love with her classes. Just for that classes, I'll be, it's my favorite, I think.
Yeah. So I think, she is definitely, I would say, the best PSM faculty in the country now because she is
yes.
well known to make the subject so lively. How do you do like that? Right. So that is about PSM. So coming to dermatology, Pallavi ma'am took the dermatology class. So how was that workbook helpful for you in your dermatology preparation?
In dermatology, again, it's very crisp. So within 2 hours, we can actually complete all the topic. All the topic in the sense, everything was completed in that book itself. And Das, especially, madam was, she was, what do you call chill and cool by our term, that she was taking the class, and on the way throughout the class she was forcing us to learn. So she was giving us more ideas how to prepare, and she was telling her own stories, her own life events that had happened, and why did he chose in Delhi, why did she chose in Dermat as her PG. So everything in between she was telling all those things, which again forced us to dream more, which again forced us to dream for or be more ambitious to get or to achieve our goal. So that was again important. And again, the class was very crisp. That was the main event. In Dermat, again, actually, I had a note for Dermat, which I was planning to revise. But after the QRP class, what I did was this textbook, which is very small, very few pages, but every topic is there, everything, even the histology, everything will be completed in that book alone. So it was very helpful.
Right. So nice to know that because Pallavi ma'am is definitely a very good faculty, and I think she shows a lot of images also in the class. So you get a good visual memory of the disease as well.
Yes.
So coming to the next subject, forensic medicine, JP sir. So how was the lively class of forensic medicine?
Actually, the class was, JP sir is, as you know, he's so much tough and tough. So, but the class was, he was sitting in front of us. Few students were there. So, and he was talking, individually, he was talking to us. So we will be like, we have to learn that. And the main important thing is, he'll be giving us a forensic, for me, the main problem with forensic is to remember the IPC numbers, codes, all those things. And for that, he just gave us in an order, everything in an order. So since it is a face-to-face and giving us everything in a shell, so that will be that is for revision purpose, it is very useful. That is just one day before the exam, if you're learning forensic, you can just revise those codes and revise those numbers, just doing that. And the exams, in NEET PG, I think actually sir completed only few topics, and he even told that these are the important, and you have to also go for other topics also. But the thing is that from that very few topics that he has taken, much of the questions were being asking. So I was very happy for that. I was even able to tackle the question very easily. So even very 30 seconds will be required for that question. So I was very happy for his class.
Yeah. I think that is because of his experience. He has seen exams over several years.
Yes.
So, he knows that majority of the questions come from which topics. And I think when you attend such a QRP session with a limited time frame, rather than giving equal importance to all subjects, all topics, I think he would have preferred, okay, these are the most high yielding topics, and I think I should focus more on that. And I'm glad that you got good number of questions from that. So pediatrics,
Yes.
Sandeep Sharma sir's class, how was it, and how were the notes useful for the final revision?
It was the first class of QP session. So for the first class, I was like, I didn't even, before that day, I think I was in a tour or something after my marriage, and after all those steps, I was going to a pediatrics class, and I was lost in somewhere. I was very sad, completely, because I didn't expect such an event to happen in my life before I'm taking PG. I always wanted it to, after my JR shift, after all those stuffs to happen, but somehow it happened. But I was happy at all.
Good things happen in life at the most unexpected times.
Yes.
Good thing to
Yes,
happen.
of course.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I'm going to pediatrics class. I was like, and so much of students, everyone telling answers, shooting answers. I was like, I don't know anything. But his class, it was a vast class. The first class was, I think it's very vast, and he was explaining everything in detail. But every topics, that is important topics, he was discussing important topics, and he was giving many shortcuts. I still remember for this congenital adrenal hyperplasia, CAH. He was making us a flow chart from which we can crack any question that is asked. And for me, every GTs, I'll be using that flow chart alone for cracking whatever the question be, whatever task the question gives us, whether it be lengthy question or small question. From that simple flowchart, it's just a one paper, half a sheet flowchart, I still remember that. So from that we can crack whole questions about CH. So that was very helpful. And again, many other tables and many other things were also there. And he was also telling us some other good important topics that you have to revise just before exam. That is very important, because we will be forgetting. Certain topics are there that we'll be remembering, but certain topics we should revise, right? So he also told us that topics in detail, like numbers in 1, 2, 3, so that we can revise. And that was, but the thing was, it was the first class, and I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. And it was December, in December 5th or something, we started the class, right? So it was from December, I was thinking like, I can't do that. And then within 3 months, I was building up, and God, with the God bless, Alhamdulillah, it is all God's grace.
You have done
Also
exceedingly
and
well, amidst all the limitations that you had. I think
yes.
you've done a wonderful job. And even ophthalmology QRP also you attended by Shivani ma'am. She teaches very
Yes.
well in a conceptual manner.
Ophthalmology, yes, sir. Ophthalmology, the important thing is we learned from that class itself. No more extra revision is required, because madam forced us to learn it from here itself. Learn from here, then go home. So I think it was the only class where I just learned from there and went home and slept.
Great.
And she was telling us sleep is very important, and I am the person, I require at least 8 hours sleep per day. I want that, otherwise I'll be in a very mood off. So I just went and just had a very good sleep, and she was
Great.
very calm and quiet, but still energetic. So that she was, again, the classes and the notes was very useful. And again, I had actually some notes of ophthalmology like dermatology, but I just then dropped that and then went for these notes, and these was very helpful.
Thank you. All right. So anyway, Ilsana, I'm very happy, at your achievement. And as I said at the beginning of the interview, everyone should watch interviews of candidates like her, who could make it in spite of so many shortcomings in the preparation phase. So many students ask me, sir, I'm not able to focus because I have this, that. But you should learn from her, like how to best utilize whatever time is available. Like, even if you have some time, let's utilize that to the best, rather than saying, okay, anyway, these many hours are lost, let me just give this up. But I think, she did it. And Ilsana, you want surgery, right?
Yes, sir, I want. And during my preparation also, I was aiming for that mark and that rank. I want surgery. I want to be a surgeon. And for that, I studied. So I was not aiming for the first rank because, after the MBBS period, like I'm one of the toppers, so I'll be forced to do that to have good rank. But I was very disappointed in myself because I was not able to work, or I was not able to do what I can do. What was my potential, and I was very, in a stage of depression at that time. But somehow I came out, and my family, they supported me. Even my husband's family, here, Uma and Upa, everyone, they supported me a lot because we require much time for our own studies during this time. I have already lost much time, and I want to get more time during the day hours. So they supported me a lot so that I can pick up very, very slowly. Even my husband, he even gave me his first year's notes, everything, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, because I have already lost everything from my mind. He has given me every notes, everything. So it was all a whole. It was that voting system that helped me to build up everything. And the second thing is, I wanted that rank to get into a very good college in Kerala so that I can be a surgeon. That was what my aim was. I don't want that rank 1 or rank 2, rank 3. I was thinking about
You have
this.
achieved it.
So
You have easily achieved that rank
yes,
as well,
so
which will get
that's
you
what
surgery
I'm
in
very
the
happy.
best college of Kerala itself. Okay.
Yes.
So, Ilsana, I really respect you for what you have done. And ultimately, it's your happiness that matters. What did you want? You wanted surgery in a good college, and you just got that. You achieved that. And I think, you got a good support from the family as well, I think, which also played a very important role in your
Yes, sir.
achievement. So hats off, and thanks for joining, Ilsana. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.